If you have been thinking about becoming a virtual assistant for a long time and you don't know what to do or how to go about it, well, look no further. And let me tell you something, now is the best time to do that because 2026, a lot of business will be looking into getting virtual assistants to assist them with their business tax. So in this video I'm going to show you exactly what you need to know to get you started as a virtual assistant in 2026. So let's hop right to my screen. I'm going to show you step by step on everything that you need to know. My name is Isabella and welcome to my channel. If you're new here, do also subscribe and turn on the notification bell so you can know when I upload another video to help you in your journey into the remote space. So this video is basically how to become a virtual assistant in Nigeria in 2026, and this is more like a crash course. Yeah. So why should you be a virtual assistant amongst all the remote skills that one can acquire? So I've listed a few reasons, and the first one is no degree required. So you might be someone that maybe you're not opportune to go to the university or something like that, and you're very smart. You can easily learn. You learn very fast and all of that. This is for you. Another benefit is you can work from anywhere, and it's one of the simplest remote jobs right now. It's one of the easiest that anybody, as long as you're very smart and you can learn anywhere, you can learn with anything you have. You're not distracted. You're detailed oriented. You have little the needed skills. You'll be able to do this job, right? It's not everybody that went to the university that is actually smart. There are some people that did not go to university and they are smarter than people that went to university. So once you have that smartness in you and you have that basic skills in you, then I believe you can be able to do this job as a virtual assistant. Another reason why you should consider being a virtual assistant is that you earn in dollars just by doing simple things that you normally do for yourself or in small organizations here in Nigeria where they'll pay you. For example, you can in Nigeria now they pay you about 50,000 to be an admin or a secretary, which is something you can still implement the skills you got from those places and do it online for these companies abroad where you earn in dollars and earn close to $500 to $1,000 in a month. So imagine the upgrade, right? So, and it's also something that even if you don't have a laptop for a start, there are other virtual assistant niches where you can use your phone to start. So I'll move over to the next one. Who is a virtual assistant? So a virtual assistant is a professional who provides remote support service to individuals, entrepreneurs, or businesses, right? Usually online without being physical, present in their offices. Or simply put, you can say a virtual assistant helps businesses run smoothly from anywhere in the world. And you can also say a virtual assistant helps with a wide range of tasks remotely, usually working from home and their own offices. Now, these specific duties vary a lot depending on who you're working for, but here are some common responsibilities. What do virtual assistants do? So the common ones, which many of us know already, the basic ones that people normally do as virtual assistants is email handling, that's email management, scheduling, social media management, customer support, research, data entry, and all of that. So if you focus your attention to learn these basic skills, I believe you're good to go. You're a certified virtual assistant. So another thing you should also take note of is you if you feel like okay, you need in-depth knowledge, which you should go for it. That's why every virtual assistant or every remote worker, they are always upskilling. Upskilling simply means upgrading their skills. For a starter, let's say you just learned these things I'm saying right now. This one now is not enough for you to say you want to get a job, because I'm not giving the in-depth details. But because if you want to do like details, it's going to take like hours before I finish, right? So this is like an introduction. And well, so when we talk about details is when we'll go into email management, and I'll tell you what kind of things you need to know, how you manage your client emails, the settings you need to know, the rules and regulations. That's in depth. You're going in depth. And then another thing you should also know is that there are different niches in the VA. We have social media management, virtual assistant. That these people that will focus basically on social media management. And then we have people who focus basically on customer support. And then we have people who focus on executive virtual assistants. Executive virtual assistant is similar to just being a virtual assistant, but slightly different, because you're working with executives and you're not just doing tasks for them. You also have to be very, very sharp. You have to be on their pace. You have to be proactive. You have to do things even before they ask. You should be able to predict their needs. And executive assistant is someone that you're like your client's strategic partner, right? So it's slightly different from being an ordinary virtual assistant. So there are different niches in the virtual assistant world. So along the line, while you're learning, you're going to see the one that you would prefer to focus on, because if you want to be everywhere, you're going to really struggle when it comes to landing jobs. So it's always advised that you pick something. If it's customer support you want to focus on, you focus on it, do it well, learn it well, know what you need to do, practice, and when you're selling yourself to clients, you know what you're selling yourself for. So why should you become a virtual assistant? So it's something that you can work from anywhere, flexible hours. Flexible hours simply means that you can choose the time you want to work. It's not like your daily your the normal 9 to 5 job, right? But there are still some companies that you might get jobs with, that they have specific time that you need them, that they need you to be around. For example, customer support roles, they can tell you, okay, your shift is from 9 p.m. to 6 p.m. EST. That's another time zone. So that's another thing you need to know. You need to understand time zone, because you're working with international clients. So these people are not working with the same time with us here in Nigeria. So another thing is low startup cost. So for you to start, you don't really need so much money when it comes to learning, and because there are a lot of videos on YouTube. When I started, I started from I started learning on YouTube, which gave me the basic knowledge I needed. So and I moved forward to getting paying for a course on Udemy, and also on Remote Tribe. And so, and another thing too, you're earning in foreign currency, right? You're not earning in Nigeria. We know the conversion rate to naira, right? So it's definitely very beneficial to us. Who can become a virtual assistant? As I said earlier, anyone with basic computer skills, willingness to learn, and you're very smart. You don't even need your corporate degree. They don't actually These people don't care whether you graduated from university or not. All they care about is whether you can get the job done. Can you do this job for them? Do you have proof that you can do this job for them? Do you have proof? Now, I know you'll be worried that, okay, as a beginner, how do I get proof? Don't worry, we'll get there in the course of this video. I'm going to explain to you how you can go about that. And then anybody, student, parents, graduates, anybody. And then what are the basic things that you need? You just need access to a computer, internet or your phone. Now, soft skills. Well, when we talk about soft skills just has to do with your personality, what you can do, something that we cannot see. That's what soft is, right? So communication. How do you communicate? Are you someone that you don't really know how to talk to people? When you're talking, you're sounding very rude, or you keep things to yourself? Mind you, you're working with a foreign client, so if you're not communicating properly, or you're not making them to understand you, or if you don't understand something, you keep quiet instead of asking questions, it's going to cost you a lot, and you might lose that client. Another thing you need to learn how to do is time management. This is a soft skill that everybody needs as a virtual assistant. You need to learn how to manage your time, because if you can manage your time, you're able to manage another person's own, right? Because if you cannot manage your own life, how can you manage another person's own? And that's soft skill you need to learn. This four you're seeing now is like the four among others you need to know. Problem solving skill is there, and many others. So these are just basic ones I listed. You can then reliability, willingness to learn, and hard skills. Hard skills is just basically the skills that you're going to learn as a virtual assistant. Can you do you understand Google Workspace? Do you understand Word? Do you understand Excel? Do you understand how to design basic designs on Canva? Can you handle social media? Can you send emails properly? Do you know how to, schedule meetings on your client's calendar? Do you know how to link? All those things, that's what you will learn as a virtual assistant. How do you manage your client's life? What skills do you use? Do you understand project management? Project management too, because sometimes as a virtual assistant you might need to fill in the role of a project manager in your client's company, right? And sometimes you might need to do things for your client that requires you to have skills of a project manager. So these are all the hard skills you will learn in the course of your journey as a beginner in virtual assistant. So some tools that you need, basic tools, just for a start, as long as you have your phone, or if you're lucky you have a laptop on time. But if you don't have a laptop, you can start by using your phone to learn, and then along the way you can save up and start up something, and save up to get something for yourself, get a proper laptop for yourself. So another thing too, you need the internet, you need the email, professional email, something that's not when you send email to somebody, they will be seeing, for example, Isabella 24445 at yahoo.com. No, you need a proper Gmail, so that when they see, they know that okay, this person is genuine. Because sometimes when you might need to have to send code emails, so these people need to trust you. So, and then need tools like Canva, then Zoom, Google Meets, so many of them, but these are just few I listed. Okay, so we've gotten to the portfolio aspects, which I said I was going to explain in the course of this video. So yeah, as a beginner, you'll be worried as to how you're going to build your portfolio when you don't have any work experience, right? So a lot of people that are virtual assistants right now, they were once beginners. How did you think they went past that? Well, that's what I'm going to explain to you right now. So basically, most of them, what they did was what I did. Let me not say most of them. What I did was I used my assignment. I gave myself tasks, and one of the ways I got the tasks was from Upwork. So Upwork is a platform for job posting. So you go to Upwork, and then you're going to see different tasks from different clients, and then you pick the ones that you can do. Now this is for people that are working, that are learning by themselves. Maybe you can't afford buying a course where assignments will be given to you. Now, for people that can afford to buy a course where assignments will be given to you, those assignments that are given to you, those assignments, you save them, take a screenshot of your assignment as you go, and save it as the proof of your work. Maybe it's experience that they ask for. So you doing that is you having experience, right? So if you're self-learning, another way you can give yourself tasks is here. Now let's see this one. Scope of work, booking and reservation, research and contact venue and suppliers to confirm availability, finalize pricing. So if you go through all of these things, I know it's be looking so confusing to you as a beginner. Another way what will really help you is the help of ChatGPT. So sometimes you just copy these tags and then paste it to ChatGPT and tell it, okay, can you break these tags down and give me step by step guide on how I can do these tags and get screenshots for my portfolio, and it's going to do exactly that for you. So that's very, very simple. Create sample tax list, practice responding to fake customer. Now this practice responding to fake customers is very, very easy too. You can, there are different softwares like Zendesk, Freshdesk for customer support. Those are CRM tools for customer support. So when you download them on your system or your phone, you can, create a demo, a free account where you can just pretend sending an email to that account, maybe with another email, to do like a fake complaint, and then you now reply to it using your original email so that your profile picture is going to show. And then when you reply to it, you take a screenshot of your reply and make sure that your face is showing. So these are how you get samples for your portfolio. So if you want me to do a special video for how to build for portfolio, and very detailed one, just indicate in the comment section. So another thing too that we also did was that we're going to do is where to find job. I've already showed you Upwork is one of them, but for Upwork, I'm going to advise you as a beginner, don't start with Upwork except you have money. Don't start with Upwork because you cannot apply to jobs on Upwork if you don't have money, because you're going to buy Connect, and Connect is money. And most people who start, who rush to Upwork, they go there and they're frustrated because you applying to 10 jobs, 20 jobs does not guarantee that you're going to get the job. So for a beginner, what I would recommend is that you go start with cold emailing, build your LinkedIn profile, create awareness. Like, I don't know how I'm going to explain it, but I wish I was told this when I started, because I wasted a lot of money on Upwork when I started, honestly. And it was so devastating. So for a start, except you have money though, except you have money and you're ready to invest. But before you invest, make sure your profile is optimized properly. Both your LinkedIn, everywhere. Your profile is optimized properly, and then show up online as you're growing in your skills. Be making posts about it, document your journey. Those are ways that so many people, even before they finish learning, say they even land jobs because they are documenting and posting either on TikTok, LinkedIn. You can post everywhere safe. As you're posting on LinkedIn, you're posting on Facebook, you're posting on TikTok, because you don't know where your next client is going to come from. Now, cold email is another gold mine that a lot of people ignore, because I know it's very, 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 very it's very, very, very taxi, right? So I was thinking of something, and I'm going to do that maybe on my next video, where I'm going to talk about a community I want to build for serious minded people for code emailing, right? So where we are going to be each other's accountability partner, because most people that land so many jobs, they do that through cold emails. And then there are some people that Upwork favors, because the only way you can apply for jobs without paying on Upwork is if a client invites you, and before they can invite you, your profile needs to be properly optimized. Then Fiverr is like, you will see jobs there, but it's more like you posting jobs and then waiting for clients to DM you. So there's no way you can actually like apply to jobs. So you creating a profile is like a business profile where when clients are looking for specific freelancers for a particular job, then they're going to send you a message on Fiverr. But if you're starting, start with LinkedIn and your cold email. So the next one is your earning potentials. Yeah, for a start, a lot of people, some people their first job they earn up to $20 per hour for a customer support role. Some people 10, some people 5, some people their first job was $3. So and then for the ones you're seeing in Naira, 100K to 250K, that one is for our Nigerian clients. Because there are still some Nigerian companies that hire virtual assistant, but they are very few. Let's say out of 100, let's say 5 companies still hire. So it has not circulated that much. But I'm seeing it's being coming up more this year and next year. So now is the best time for you to learn. So based on Nigeria currency and the minimum wage, this is basically the amount our Nigerian companies will want to pay, because they won't want to pay close to 500,000 naira, because they will just laugh at your face. They rather employ someone that will come out to the work for um 70K or 60K. But this is actually the average that most of these jobs I've seen from Nigerian companies for virtual assistant role. This is the amount from 100K, some of them say 150, some of them say 200, and like that. So now reality check. This is very, very important. I said I was not going to finish this video until I do this. Reality check. Let me tell you something very, very honest. The beginning is very hard. I'm not going to lie to you. The beginning is very, very hard. And it takes those who stay to the end. It takes those who continue. It takes consistency for you to land the job. Another thing you need to consider is remove the money from your mind. Because when that money is in your mind and you're not getting that job on time as you want it, I bet you're going to give up. You'll be like, it's like I'm wasting my time. And you get frustrated quickly. But rather see it as an investment, as a future investment for yourself, and something you look forward to earning from. And then every day you're growing and looking for opportunities of how to land jobs. You understand? But if when you go to Upwork now, you see different jobs with the different amounts, your body is shaking. Like, I'm going to get this job. By the time you apply for it, you don't get any reply, or they hire somebody else, or the client ghosts everybody, because some jobs on Upwork, when you apply, the client will just disappear. 3 weeks, 1 month, 2 months, they have not even interviewed anybody. Like that, your connect have waste. And at that point, you're already getting frustrated, like, what's going on? Why am I not getting this job? 2 months has gone, you have not getting this job. 3 months have gone, you have not gotten this job. And you're getting annoyed and frustrated, like you're wasting your time and money. But one thing I'm going to tell you is that it is always worth it at the end. But what I'll tell you that I wish I knew is for you to remove your mind from the money. See it as a future investment. And you know what they say about investment? Investment takes time. It doesn't just come in the blink of an eye. So you train yourself intellectually to be better. Sell yourself online. Always show up online. And I bet you that consistency, you showing up online consistently, showing everybody your skill, what you can do. And you need to be disciplined. Self-discipline. Train yourself to be consistent. Consistency is something that a lot of people struggle with, including me. And I'm trying to do better this year. God will help me and help all of us. So another thing you're going to encounter is some clients are very difficult. So you need wisdom and patience to be able to, work with these people. Another thing you need to know is how to position yourself for jobs. You need to be specific with what your service is. Some people they are just everywhere. the clients, anybody that come across their listing don't know what they are doing, what exactly they are doing. And you need to have a professional online presence. You need to have a working LinkedIn profile, and at least maybe one of your social media page should also say what you do to aside LinkedIn. When you're sending proposals, let it be, you know, let it be written very well. There are a lot of videos on YouTube on how to write a good proposal, and then do that consistently, and you're going to see results. If you found this video very helpful, please do well to subscribe to my channel, and I'll see you on my next video. So subscribe for more remote work